this channel.
No! No!
Hey YouTube, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. So I didn't get to do a studio recording today just because I was actually really busy working on these photos that I was submitting. Basically, I'm going to be in a magazine spread, so it really took up a lot of my morning just making sure that I sent everything promptly in the right file sizes and everything. So yay for that. So it was all for a good cause, but yeah, so I was really up working this morning, but I decided to just do a random Q&A today from Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at BriHallOfficial so you guys can be a part of it and up to date with everything that I'm doing. But yeah, alright, so into the video. Hey guys, so today's video is completely unplanned because that's a whole series on my channel, but today's video is completely unplanned because, as you guys saw earlier, I was actually editing photos for a magazine that I was gonna be in, or am gonna be in, so that's also cool, you know, give it up for me.
Fuck it up one more time, Kenneth, fuck it up.
Whole Foods gives you 39-cent refills, so yeah, on a gallon, so don't sleep on that deal. It's almost time to take these twists out, but I'm almost considering doing like an ACV rinse or something and then just retwisting the front again and some of the back. The low maintenance of this style, like I didn't put on any makeup today, literally just threw this up and we out the house. I don't know, the sun's setting so early. It's great for me because I'm a night owl, so it makes me get sleepy earlier, but it's also like treacherous for some of the vlogs I want to do because like sunlight in vlogs looks so, it just makes me look like a spring chicken, like I'm an early bird, like I'm out here 6 a.m. doing a mile run in 20-degree weather, but that's just not me. It is 30 degrees out here, and where I live it gets dark. Y'all from the East Coast, like it's cloudy during the day sometimes. Some days it'll be 6 a.m. and it looks like it's like, you know, 10 p.m. You see that? Why would I want to get up at 6 a.m. for that? I've always wanted to be one of those people that just popped out of bed at like, you know, 7 or 8 a.m. no matter what time I went to sleep, but I'm actually one of those people that'll go to bed at 4 a.m.
Love yourself. Accept yourself.
I'm trying to figure out if I should do a Q&A in Whole Foods. That might be fun. Let me go to Instagram. Clearly I'm stalling for this video because I planned out Vlogmas, but things don't always go as planned, you know? My original plan for today had to get scrapped and thrown till tomorrow. Alright, you guys will see this on my story. If you follow me on Instagram at BriHallOfficial, you will definitely see this. I took a picture of my camera, and I am going to put a questions plugin on here. I'm doing a little Q&A post on Instagram, and then, oh yeah, no hands vlogging. Like, look at me. I'm holding my tripod with my knees. Well, actually, I'm holding Chris's tripod with my knees, but oh, alright y'all, so I'll be back once I get some of your questions and we'll just do a Q&A in Whole Foods because like why not. I am here in the parking lot of Whole Foods. I'm about to answer the rest of these in Whole Foods, but the first question I got is, how do you stop caring about a boy who doesn't like you? And sis, you date yourself. That is the key. That is the main key. You stop caring by dating yourself, because when you care so much about yourself, you don't even got time. You don't even got time to worry about. It's just like do you see this glow? Do you see me glowing? And also like it's also just a self-esteem thing. If somebody doesn't like you and you're pursuing them, that can be an indicator of low self-esteem, because it's like, you know, why would you invite unwanted energy into your life? You know what I mean? So just think about it that way. Build your self-esteem, build your self-worth, stay busy, stay motivated, and just take you time. That extra void space a lot of people feel should be filled with family and friends, to be honest. So go hang out with your fam, go hang out with your friends, and have a good time. Get lit with your scored. Alright, next. Ideal age to get married, and do you see yourself moving somewhere new soon? Ideal age, I would say 25 or over emphasis, because I feel like you're still getting your life together at like that fragile after college 18 and up age. So yeah, and then moving somewhere, I see myself moving to LA. I know sounds crazy, but I've been working remotely from the East Coast for so long, and it makes my job 10 times harder, y'all. Like, I can do so much more in LA as far as content. I know for a fact I won't change out there, because I've stayed out there for a long, lengthy period many times with people, and it didn't change me at all. So yeah. Oh no, don't waste it. Distilled. Alright, so yeah, you see this, y'all? We getting the water hooked up. Boom. Next. So next question that we have on Instagram comes from, oh wait, I'm not going to say you guys' names because you might want this to remain anonymous. She asked, what keeps you motivated and going every day? I would say starting is a huge part of it because I get so much anxiety around starting tasks that it makes it hard for me to like do anything. So I would say the biggest thing is starting like just anything you're doing, and then once I start, the motivation comes. Like look at today, I was stressing about this video and I'm out of focus, but that's okay. The streak on the lens.
Oh, hold on, that is you right there, ain't it? Looking at this video.
But yeah, that would be my biggest tip for motivation, is literally just starting anything you do, because all the anxiety is before you start. Once you start and everything is just in the process of going, all my motivation kind of like comes in. So there's that. All right, next question. Do you plan on doing more commercials? I love the one you did with USPS. I actually do. I have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. Stay tuned to my Instagram, y'all, because I just got a really cool opportunity that you guys are gonna see this month, I believe. I'm excited. It's a fashion related thing, so stay tuned. What's your secret to hair growth? It's no secret. It's mostly genetics and retaining length. If you're a living, breathing person and you don't have alopecia or like any type of restrictive illness that restricts hair growth, your hair is always growing no matter what. Someone else asked, do you feel like you know your life purpose? And I've known my life purpose since I was like 2 years old, so I really think that it's a combination of creating and helping people, but one of my secret things that I feel like I'm blessed with is motivational speaking. I really feel like that's my secret gift, and that's something I want to incorporate while I like branch into music and everything else that I've been working on, is do like more TED Talks and more motivational speaking. I want to open up for Gary Vee one day because he's super motivational. Yeah, so that's a goal of mine. Gary Vee, if you're watching.
They're on the green side of the eco-friendly scale.
Oh, they got the little stickers in there. I would say, you know me, I like grapefruit, so.
All right, we're gonna do grapefruit.
Yes. Hashtag winning.
Hashtag she gets what she wants.
She wants Chanel, go get it. Next question. Ooh, okay, so this one, y'all, I gotta lean in. You feel me? Somebody asked, are you more spiritual or more religious? And I would definitely say spiritual. Spiritual is a connection to spirituality and a connection to yourself and a higher power, right? Religion is something you practice religiously, right? So I pray, I feel very connected to the higher power, you know, and I feel that there are some faults with organized religion that I will not get into right now, especially in hypocrisy, you know what I mean? If your religion is based in love and stuff like that, I just see people who preach love and then they go and condemn someone that might be like from another religion and stuff, and I don't really like that. So I just prefer to stay connected to God and like pray and really just be the best me, because I feel like whatever religion you serve, if it's making you a good person at the end of the day, making you a better person, and helping you serve your community and helping you just be an outstanding human being, then that's the right one. This is a good one. We're still in the detergent aisle, by the way. Someone said, if you had to choose your favorite creative outlet, what would it be? Before I used to say painting, but right now it's music for sure, because some of the new music I've made, I've watched family and friends have like emotional responses to it, so I can't wait to drop that for y'all and just like show you that part of my life. I've just been feeling like music's such an intimate process for me that it's gonna be so hard sharing it, because like 80% of the music industry is just haters and people being hypercritical, whereas like in visual art, I just do what I want, and you like it, if you don't, you don't. So I'm taking that mentality into music, but yeah, music for sure. All right, good question that even family has been asking me, so this is for everybody. When do we, or when can we expect to hear your music? Basically right now, I'm really focused on doing everything legally right, and also I'm about to sign to like 2 agencies, so that's a huge part of what's holding up the process, because before I release anything, I just want to do it right. So I have a lot of music, y'all, just like sitting ready to be dropped and given to the world, but literally, I just want to do it right. Branding wise, it's released properly. Also getting my social platforms together. Follow my new music Instagram that is la.hara. So yeah, we're gonna be working really hard, but January 2019 is my anticipated date to like drop a lot of stuff, and a lot of things are gonna change next year for that. But just know I've been working behind the scenes really hard for almost like a year. So how do I become more confident in my art? I don't know. I would just say keep doing it, and then also have like 1 or 2 trusted people that can give you honest feedback, because I mean, I got more confident honestly from like people who didn't believe in me's reaction when they actually saw my work. Sexism is huge in the art world, so men would be kind of like, oh, you draw, that's cute or whatever, and literally they'd see my artwork and be like, oh, you draw. Keep consistent and show a few people and engage their responses to your work, as well as just how you feel when you create it is the biggest part. So
but I will also say, for me as a photographer, I would say don't go the validation route. Like, don't create things
absolutely
based, you know, asking for people's approval.
The feedback is an important part of the process.
Definitely.
So that's why I said 80-20. 80% how you feel when you create it, 20% not validation. I wouldn't say validation at all. I would say 20% feedback on like how people feel. So how people feel when they view your work is important too, and like just honest feedback about clarity and like things like that can improve. So I guess that'd be my answer to your question. So next question we have is, what are your favorite qualities in your boyfriend? Y'all are wonderful / cute together. First of all, thank you. He's holding the camera right now because I was literally like putting it in the basket in the cart. But I would just say he's really supportive of my mental health and my just general physical health, and I think that's very, very important. Also, he's like a learner. Like, he's a person who likes to learn and grow. Some people will like have an argument with you and just never admit to wrongdoing or like never want to improve, but he's like committed to like excellence in his life as a person. And I think that's such an important quality, and even a friend, just somebody who's willing to say, hey, I could be better in this area, and they actually try. Like, that's amazing. All right. This next question is a good one. They said, would you rather not do your skin routine for a week or not do your hair routine for a week? I would say hair routine, because I can make a wash and go last for 2 weeks, but the skin though, y'all. The skin though, like, I can't play with the skin. I'm sorry. Like, I would go crazy. Like, especially y'all saw in my Vlogmas Day 2, my home spa day. Like, I feel like actual anxiety when my skin isn't taken care of and it feels rough or not hydrated, or I just don't like that feeling. So I would just definitely say I do my hair routine and come back to it next week. So yes. Somebody asked, are you going to be doing more hair videos? My last 2 videos were hair videos, so definitely stay up on the content, stay on the channel, turn your notification bell on. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss content that you might be wanting to see and it's already there for you, you know what I mean? Like, so somebody else asked, what is your favorite high school memory? I had to think about this one because I actually was like, oh, this is gonna sound bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. So I skipped school, not literally, okay? Senior year I had an internship and we were supposed to have like a free day to go check out our internship, so it was technically school. We had to go get on the bus, the train or whatever and go visit our site. But my internship I had already been working at for a few months before class started, so me and a bunch of interns who were in the same predicament, like we all already knew how to get to our internship, didn't really need the whole visitation day. We all just skipped that and we went to the mall. I think we went to like one of those strip malls where you walk around outside, and we were all in our internship uniforms, which were like all black, and we were just walking around and just being goofy, being high schoolers. And then what else did we do? Oh yeah, okay, so this is the best part of this story. We actually went to a fair. We found that like there was a fair like down the street from where we were, all the janky fair rides that you can imagine, and it was just a really fun time. And then I remember like this group of guys was really hitting on me and this other girl, so of course in high school we were like, no, sorry, we're together, can't help you, don't know that emotion truly, honestly, we don't know what to say. And the guys were like, you know, being obnoxious, like,
oh yeah, we can join, we could be a part of that.
where does that come from? Like, why do guys do that? We just kept making up crazy stories. So we grabbed our friend, and he's just a comedian, and we're like, no, because we're also like, you know, here with our handler, if you will, or something like that, and he's gonna get really mad if he sees us talking to you, because he's our guardian, and also like yada yada yada. And so the guys were like, well, we don't see him, da da da. So we pull our friend, and he's just such a jokester that we were like, yeah, come, like, play along. And he was like, honey, I'm gay, I don't know what you're talking about, and like sashayed away. And we were both just like, mind you, he wasn't. So it was just like, so we're just standing here in the middle of this fairgrounds, but these two guys are just, I think it was like 3 of them actually, and just we're like. So then my friend was like, I have a baby in my backpack, and then they all started backing away. We just laughed, and then I came home, and I just had a great time. It was just like really innocent. This is a really good question. Someone said, do you ever feel pressured to choose only being good at one thing since you're kind of a jack of all trades? Yes, all the time, because I'd be like, we'll occasionally see like a negative comment where it's like, oh, your channel is all over the place, and there's like so much stuff, and that's probably why you haven't got a million yet, because you post random stuff all the time, and it's not like one niche. But honestly, I'll never change that, because I did a poll with you guys even just to see if you cared about that, and everybody didn't care. So they all were like, post yourself, post your life, post your art, we don't care, like F the haters, not dealing with that. So yeah, my channel is just gonna forever be very random and what I'm enjoying at the time. And who wants to just be good at one thing? Like, that's boring. And also another thing, you know, brand deals and money and stuff like that. I've done really well for myself with brand deals because I'm not just good at one thing. Since I'm an artist, I'm an animator, a musician, yeah, it just opens up, you know, to a lot of possibilities. Like, I was able to work with Google, and I feel like, you know, if I limited my channel to one thing, certain opportunities wouldn't have come, you know. If I wasn't a tennis player in my, you know, past then I probably wouldn't have been able to do a cereal commercial for like athletes and stuff. So yeah, just do what you love, just do what you feel. Let's see, how do you stay focused and determined on accomplishing your goals? I'm a procrastinator. We have a whole series on procrastination, sis. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Just knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. I plan around that. Like, if I'm really on the ball with work, I will, like, a lot of people be like, have a cutoff time. No, I don't do that. If I'm going to finish, I'm gonna finish, because I know that if I have to, like, get back to it, I might wait and then it'll be late. So yeah, my hair is stuck at armpit length. Do you have any tips? Yeah, wear it up in like loose styles a lot, because I noticed around that length is where your hair starts to like brush against your clothing and stuff, and it kind of messes with your ends. So I would just say, like, wear it, you know, in protective styles, not those slick down, pulling every edge in your scalp protective styles. I'm talking about regular schmegular degular protective styles that are like this, you know what I mean? Stuff that's not gonna be too much on your clothing. What about yourself makes you the most proud? What impresses you the most? I think I'm the most proud of how much I've learned through overcoming and just being like a survivor. Like, I'm really proud of my growth. I feel like that's a huge one. I look back at my first videos and everything, and though it may seem like I just had all these crazy hair colors and like was like really in your face, because I feel like I've grown internally so much more. Like, if I got blue hair today, it would literally just be for the fact of having blue hair. Plus, hair is like such a coping mechanism. But anyway, well, that's another video. Would you consider yourself successful? Ironically, no. And that's the funny thing, because in others' eyes, especially people who want to get to where I am now, I guess they would think yes. But I feel like my idea of success just keeps changing, and I think that's why I don't consider myself successful yet. Because I feel like, just like Bob Marley was saying, being rich isn't really about money, and it's more about you as a person. I'm not fully where I want to be yet as a person, so I would say that, like, once I get to where I want to be, but I'm in a good place though, so like, shout out to that. Like, give it up for the good stuff in your life, you know. Don't sleep on yourself. But yeah, I feel like I have a long ways to go. I am, you know, in my early 20s. I feel like I just scratched the surface. Like I barely started anything yet. What makes you feel the most beautiful? Yoga. I just started yoga not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and I've been going to physical classes as well as doing home yoga stretches and everything like that, and I can do it for like 40 minutes and feel like it's only been 10. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's so feminine and beautiful and like just spiritually well when I do yoga. So I'm kind of obsessed at this point. I think I might, like, you know, on the side I was like, but I already do too much. I was thinking about being a yoga instructor, but I'm like, Bri, hold on, you already doing a lot. Let's reel it in. How are your editing skills so amazing? Okay, so I've always been able to look at stuff and figure out how to get to that result when it comes to art. Math is a whole different story we're not getting into, but I was always able to like look at a music video that I like and say, I can figure out how to get something like that. It might not be conventional and it definitely might not be the same budget, but I can make it happen. So I think with editing, I would just know what the end result should look like in my head and then try a bunch of stuff to like get it to that place. And I don't know, I think that's just one of my strong suits, guys. If I'm gonna be honest, when you guys ask me to teach you about the art world, that's just a world where thankfully I'm able to pick up stuff really quickly, but it's all through playing around with it. I'm passionate, so I think whatever you're passionate about, you just naturally kind of start to like pick up stuff like a sponge. What are some things that continue to keep you motivated when you experience your meltdowns? I need to do an entirely separate video for this because, as you guys know, I deal with like mental health stuff and all that, so I wanted to do a whole video for Vlogmas on this anyway. So I see your question, but I'm holding it for another video. Ooh, if there was one person you could bring back to save the world, who would it be? That's a hard question because I feel like my answer would be very selfish. But yeah, I think, but also everything happens for a reason, even death. So I wouldn't change anything. There's a friend, of course, that y'all know that I would probably bring back, but like it all happens for a reason. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything, you know. I'm not gonna question the higher forces that be. How did you get into doing music? Love you, by the way. Love you too. Okay, so this is gonna be my final question. 3rd grade, I started with the clarinet, and then I realized that after 2 years of hardcore clarinet training and being bomb at intermediate stuff, once we started getting into those really low notes, my teacher was like, ooh, I probably should have advised you before you started with this instrument that you have violin fingers. Because my fingers are really tiny. So she was like, you have perfect fingers for like the violin and piano and stuff like that, but clarinet you need like kind of like chubbier fingers so you can cover all the like lower notes better. So there's that. But that's where music, I think, started. And then I published my first poem at, I want to say I was not 11 yet. I was like 10 years old when I published my first poem in like this national poetry journal. So writing has been such a huge part of my life for a long time. So all those things kind of combined. I started playing piano in the 9th grade. I started learning drums last year. I want to get back to it, but drums is only hard because I have a piano, well, I have a keyboard at my house, but with drums it's like I need access to drums consistently. So if you guys have any recommendations on where I could have an all-access drum kit, and my drum teacher who's teaching me drums literally had a baby recently, so I had to stall my lessons for a bit. I love the drums. I literally it's funny, in our first session we ever did, in 20 minutes he was like, you basically learned everything, all the basics. And he said that the way I was playing in the first 20 to 25 minutes of our session, he was like, it took some of my students like 5-hour-long to 2-hour sessions to even get a half of what you got. So it was cool that I picked it up fast. So I just want to stick with it because I feel like I could get really good at the drums. Need access to them to practice. So yeah. Alright, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in Vlogmas Day 6. Hopefully we can get back on a regular like schedule and be proactive with it. But you know, it was nice doing a more vlog style video. Let me know if you like this stuff, what you want to see. I'm constantly receptive to your ideas, and peace out. Gang, 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 gang.